All right, so let me turn off the music, kid music, naturally. I'm in the HEB parking lot. If any of y'all have watched those videos, I think they're called by Dad Dude or Dude Dad, something like that, where it's like a joke about like I got my PhD while being in the Target parking lot waiting for my wife and stuff. So just to kind of piggyback off that, using this time wisely. Today's topic is about introversion and extroversion, and also the symptom of wanting to isolate when depressed. Okay, so sorry, I got a text, it distracted me. Uh, Introversion versus extroversion. Okay, so kind of in like the pop psychology world, these are kind of misused, which happens a lot. If you're following a lot of pop psychology people, you'll often get some really bad misinformation, which I mean it's what's available. So I understand that maybe people like me in the psych world should make a better effort to make information more available. So perhaps that's why I'm doing what I'm doing. But so introversion versus extroversion, okay? Um, you can basically think of them as on a like a spectrum or like a continuum. Where on one side you have introversion and on the other side you have extroversion. So essentially, what those are is not what they're commonly used. That people say like, "Oh, extroverts are just more social," and da da da. They are, but that's like a secondary characteristic of it. Introversion just mainly means, okay, you recharge from being alone, and an extrovert recharges from being around people. So it all has to do with like energy, and not like some like weird like metaphysics sense of the word. Just like how much energy or bandwidth you have when it comes to like feeling tired in relation to like alone time and socializing. Okay, so with extroversion on one side, introversion on the other side, and somewhere in the middle being what we call the ambivert, which is what I am. Um, so basically, someone who needs a relatively equal balance of social time and balance of alone time in order to feel charged. If I have too much social, I get burnt out. If I have insufficient amount of social, I start feeling sad. And so it's good thing. It's a good thing to kind of be aware of where you're at on that. If you take like the Big Five personality test, that's one of the domains. And sorry, I got another message. That's one of the domains, and so you'll actually get to determine where you stand in terms of extroversion, introversion. But I mean, you probably already know in your gut where you are, so you no need to take that. Now, the other topic was isolation. So sometimes what we get is like if someone who is a person with like a diagnosis of depression, or perhaps they haven't been diagnosed and they're just merely having the symptoms, which isn't just merely thing. That's a really big deal, and people often underestimate the impact that depression has on someone. Usually, you'll either have someone who's had it before and they understand, or you'll have someone who's never had it and they have no grasp of how to really sympathize or be around a person who's depressed in a way that's helpful. But so isolation is not the same as an introvert needing time to recharge. Okay. Feel free to drop any of your questions or comments down below. If you like that I put these out, just give me any feedback on that. Because I know I put out a video maybe about a year ago, because I just recently saw it as under my Facebook memories thing. And so I know I've made that commitment a couple times to like, yeah, I'll put out more content, and then like I never do. So please forgive me and be patient with me in that area. I'll try to put out more stuff if you like this. Okay. All right. Deuce.